Ignore your feelings at all fucking costs. Ignore your feelings. When have your feelings ever done anything good for you as a fucking man? You have to ignore that shit. It's gonna fuck up all your rationale. You have to ignore your feelings. And people are gonna say, oh, feelings are good though. You're human, you're supposed to feel things. No. You're a man. You can't think with your feelings. You can't think with your heart. You have to think with your brain. If you start to think with your heart, you're going to fail. You're going to fail no matter what. You have to be critical. You have to think with only your fucking mind. Locking into your emotions and your emotional side and feelings, you're not going to be able to lead. You're not going to be able to do shit if you're emotional. As a man, you cannot be emotional. You have to lock into your fucking feelings. And I'm sorry if this shit is harsh or whatever. Like, I understand. Because life is hard. Life is tough. But it's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to be hard. Because you're supposed to get through it. And you're going to get through it. If you get too emotional and too upset and too sad and too angry, listen, emotions are only okay if you know how to control it. You have to know how to control it. You have to know how to channel it. You have to know that being angry is good and bad. It could be really beneficial or the detriment and failure. It could fuck up everything. Being too emotionally aggressive could fuck up your life. If you cannot control your anger and you get in a situation where somebody presses you in the fucking street and then you get in a fight and then that motherfucker has a gun and you don't, your life is over because you couldn't control your anger. You have to know how to control your emotions. Anger is okay because you could channel it into other things. You could transmit that PT, that potential energy into you could transfer that energy. You could transfer your fucking anger into a positive. You could put all that anger into the gym. You could put all your angry thoughts into the gym, into your business, into life. So you have to be emotional in the right sense. You cannot be emotional and cry and be upset over every goddamn fucking thing. You're a fucking man. Why the fuck are you crying? Especially if you have a girl, she wants to rely on you. She wants to lean on you. Unless somebody passes away, there's no reason you should be crying all the fucking time as a man. You have to self-reflect if that shit happens. If you end up crying over situations you know damn well you should not be crying about in front of people, you have to look deep inside you and realize, hey, something is wrong here. I have to fix that. You have to be accountable and take accountability that you're probably a little bit mentally fucked up right now, and you have to fix yourself. You have to fix yourself, or else you're not gonna be able to lead anyone. You're gonna lead people astray because you cannot emotionally control your fucking life. If you can't control your life, if you can't control your emotions, you cannot control your life. Your life will spiral out of fucking control if you only go based off how you feel. A lot of the times, I don't feel like working. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like eating so much food where I feel like I want to vomit. But I fucking do it anyways because I understand the process and I understand that my feelings are not gonna carry me to where I want to be to fucking succeed. If I go based off my feelings all the time, I'm not gonna do shit. I'm gonna be a fucking bum. My whole entire life. My life will be fucking sad as fuck. And then I'm gonna be in my feelings more and wonder why I'm depressed. You're only situationally depressed. It's this out of control spiral. If you start to think with your feelings, if you start to base your actions off of your feelings, you will spiral out of fucking control. And you need to be in control of your life. You need it to be in control so people could look up Because people could look up to you. So people could depend on you. So you could lead them to fucking greatness. So you could help them. If you can't help yourself, you can never help anybody else around you. So if you want to help other people and you want to be a good person, start with helping yourself. You have to get your mental straight. You cannot be in your feelings all the time. You cannot be depressed. I understand this shit is hard. And you're going to go into states where you may feel depressed and you may feel like, you don't want to be here anymore. I understand, but you have to push through that no matter what. No matter what. There's people depending on you. Listen, people love you. People want to see you succeed. You have to do it for them. If it's not for yourself, you have to do it for them. So you have to really always think with your fucking mind. Never think with your feelings. It will fuck you up. It will fuck up the people around you. You don't want to hurt anyone. You can prevent hurting people if you think critically. A lot of the time you have to think critically. Just fucking think. If you watch the show Invincible, Omni-Man, he's a fucking anti-hero. He thinks critically. There's nothing wrong with the way he fucking thinks. He thinks critically. He doesn't think with his fucking emotions and feelings. This human fucking attribute that we have. There's a time and a place for it. And like I said, you channel that anger, that sadness, that depression, and you turn it into something positive. You have to turn it into something positive. You can't hold all that shit in. You have to let it out in a positive way. Don't let it out by crying all the time. You could cry. Don't get it twisted. You can cry. But there's a time and a place. If you cry alone every once in a while, life is super fucking tough, stressful. I understand. It's okay. Let that shit out. But then get right back to it. Understand, like, okay, what is my plan of action now? What do I do now? How do I progress? Why am I depressed? What? You have to think, why am I depressed right now? Most of the time, 99% of the time, it's going to be something situational. And if it's something situational, it's something you could change. It's something you could change. So why would you want to stay in that depressed state of mind when you could elevate? You have to just push through the bullshit. All the time, you have to push through the bullshit. You have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You will die inside and out if you don't. I can't even breathe. Holy shit. But I hope this helps someone. I love y'all. This is tough love shit. This is tough love as fuck. Yeah, man. I fucking love y'all. Peace.